Hi. Hello. I'm Numbnexus. If you guys have come from Shady's channel, well, hi. We have the UCL match here today. Thank God we didn't actually DC. I found out that I just can't keep a stable connection. So what I did this time is I turned everything off. I turned my PC off. You know, I just anything that could turn Wi-Fi, my phone, I turned it all off and I was kept a stable connection. Thank God. I also played really weird in this match, but if you guys can give the video a thumbs up, your support is always most appreciated. I'd love to see 500 likes on this video, so let's make that happen. And if you come from Shady's channel to watch my side of the view, well then hi, hello, I am Numbnexus and I am some weird black guy that says stupid stuff to Pokemon, and here I go. So if you want to subscribe, by all means. But I knew that he'd kind of bring similar stuff, which he ended up doing. He didn't bring Go-Go because last time Go-Go didn't do jack, and I guess he brought Wingull instead. I brought a team that I was going to bring against Twit, just modified it a bit, and I don't know, I played really weird in this match because some things I just didn't need to do, but I was under a certain amount of time to where I kind of just said fuck it, you know? So for anybody that, you know, feels bad about that, well, I'm sorry, but we're gonna go into the match and see how this goes. Honestly, this actually was a really good match. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was a really good match. It really was, but I figured that he'd open out with either Wingull or Magnemite, so I was like, alright, maybe it's Wingull, it's Magnemite. So, more like Mankey too, but yeah, I just said, I can't go out into anybody. Honestly, me and Shady talk about it all the time. Team matchup wise, my team sucks. My team is garbo, bro. Against his team, which is godlike, it's like I can't do much, so I couldn't go out into the Cottonee no if everyone's gonna stay at Flash Cannon, which is super effective, and I need Cottonee more than I need Mudkip. So let it go. And my Ghastly is scarfed, so I noted this down. I noted down quickly that this thing is scarfed. Since my Ghastly is scarfed, and I don't have to beat my Ghastly, which that thing is base 85 and a base 81, something like that. So I let that happen, as I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb here. He doesn't go out to the Magnemite at all. I thought that he would to get the Berry Juice back up to 30 then, but he brings in this thing. Now he's gonna double swap again out into the Magnemite, you know, just to kind of see if I'm locked in or not, I'm assuming. And this should show here that maybe I'm locked in, but it doesn't necessarily show that I'm locked in because I don't want to stay in here, take a lot of damage, and get him the Berry Juice up. So I go out to this thing now because I know that he's not going to want to stay in here and knock over the Flash Cannon. And he just Volt Switches, so I'm like, alright, cool. This is Screaming, you know, Scraggy, but I brought Dazzling Gleam just in case, or no, Tentacool, which he does bring out a Tentacool here, and I'm like, alright, okay, cool, I don't have Giga Drain in the thing at all. So I'm gonna get out of here and go out into Gorgeous, which is the Eevee. I figured that he maybe want to put up some spikes or knockoff. I should just put up the toxic spikes like I expected. So I was like, alright, cool. You know, Ghastly can't get rid of these, which is dumb. But I looked at his team and no one takes a double edge, even the Magnemite. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I think he knows that, so he sacks off this thing. And Team Mascot kind of doing work, boy. Eevee's godlike. I'm telling you, Eevee's gonna be doing some work in this match. All right. But that thing goes down. I don't know, I play really reckless in this match. That's the best way to say it, really reckless. He brings in a Magnemite, I just stay in. I know that he has Berry Juice, I know he's gonna get all the way back up, and I was praying to God that since it's resistant, I know it's adaptability, I was praying to God that it wouldn't put him in Berry Juice range and to make it to where the Shadow Ball will kill. But the thing's broken, dude. The thing is, he's back to sturdy. Look at that. And what was insane is I live here with 1 hit point. That's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie, just a little while, I lost my shit. I was like, alright, okay, cool. I get a free quick attack off, and I know the thing is scarfed, so I figured if I bring this or the Tentacool in, brings this thing in, I'd love to keep the thing around more, but unfortunately I cannot. He has Toxic Spikes up, there's no point in me keeping it around, so I got a nice quick attack damage off. See what he wants to lock himself into. Ends up being U-turn, which is, in a way, great. So I'm gonna bring out, this thing, and I didn't bring out the Ghastly because of the Scraggy, and I brought out this thing because I know that no one on this team can take an Earthquake. I'm choice ban Adamant Earthquake, so I go for the Earthquake here because I know that he's locked in, and it's either going to be the Tentacool sack off or the Snubble Intimidate. Brings out a Snubble instead, and I was like, I think on Snubble it's like a 2 KO too, isn't it? On the standard Thief player of Snubble T-Wave, I think. And looking from that roll, it looks like it's a roll, but he's got the Berry Juice, so I fucking hate Berry Juice. I fucking hate Berry Juice. I hate Berry Juice, bro. But they could just ban that item. Be fantastic. You know? Fantastic. I think they actually spoke about banning the item, the Little Cup Suspect Squad. I don't know. But I'm gonna bring out my Cottony here. He's gonna go for the Play Rough. I figured that he wanted to go for maybe the Thief, you know, expecting my Ghastly, but he actually goes for the Play Rough instead, which I'm like, okay, cool, I still live. I got a Sunspore off, you know. He's actually gonna swap out, and he's gonna be going out here into Tiny Spots, and I think I go for a Sunspore and Dazzling Gleam. I go for the Dazzling Gleam, try to get damage off where I'm in range to be able to kill it off with an Earthquake or just anything, because I do outspeed this really slow thing. So still alive, so I'll go for a Stun Spore. He might just want to put up his last layer of Toxic Spikes is what I expected. I think he just goes for a knockoff here, expecting my Ghastly. He goes for Scald, okay. So he just goes for Scald, and he wanted to show me that he has Scald. I'm like, bro, I live, but the poison right there, that poisoned my soul right there. So it's not looking good right now. I've only killed one Mon. I think he's killed like 2 Mons at this point. So it's 5-3. 5-4, not looking like the best. I'm a Stone Edge because it's the best thing that I can do. And I know he has Scraggy and it'll Scream. I just could not risk him bringing in the Wingull. I cannot risk him bringing in the Wingull. You know, it outspeeds everything on my team. So he's going to bring on Monster Kid, which is the Scraggy. And this thing is so good. Like, it's such a good Pokemon. I swap out of here. And I think I just kind of sacked something off here. I go into Ego, yeah, I sacked this thing off to a knockoff, and I think I just barely live on like 2 hit points when he went for the knockoff here, which was kind of wild. I think that's what happened, is it not? Like 5 hit points, and I lived the Toxic too. Yes, I do. Alright, so I figured in my mindset, I'm like, alright, I can't just go for a Dazzling Gleam here. But then again, it's the only goddamn move that I have. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, goddammit. And I'm going to break some type of Sturdy on the Magnemite. I'm like, please, just go out into the Magnemite, please. But I know that he doesn't want to bring in that thing, because he most likely has Recycle. So he brings in the Snubble with Schnabble, which, you know, I guess that's the next best thing. You know, this thing is kind of annoying and a pain in my ass, and I don't have the Intimidate on this thing. I'm free to bring out my Binnacle now, and I can just get a Razor Shell off now. Since the Tentacle is gone, I'm free Razor Shell. So Tentacle Mankey gone. So it's like I had 3 dead, he has 2 dead. I got a crit, didn't matter at all. I calced it up on my phone. I turned my phone back on. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta turn my phone back on for this. So that's the only thing I damage calced in this game. The only thing I damage calced in this game. I figured since he gets Intimidated off, I don't want to get a Dragon Dance off just in case he's that set. So I'm gonna go for Razor Shell, get damage off my Scarfed Ghastly, which I expected, you know, Dragon Dance Scraggy to become a threat. I figured that would be the, you know, the thing to me, but unfortunately a lot, as he does go for a knockoff. And that made me think maybe he's Choice Banded, you know? Maybe he's Choice because he hasn't really... Well, if he's Choice Banded, he would have killed up my Muna. So no, he's not Choice Banded. Oh, never mind. And then I didn't have HP Fight. Had I have HP Fight, I feel like maybe based on rolls, I probably could have like won the game. And I say that because... Well, no, he has a Sturdy Magnemite and a Scarfed Wingull. Fuck that shit. Nope. So either way, HP Fight would have just made the match closer. And I locked myself into Shadow Ball over like Dazzling Gleam because I hate Magnemite, dude. No one on my team can do anything to Magnemite, dude. I have to literally pop the Sturdy, get rocks up as he has a Defogger, a Spinner. It's just matchup-wise, I can't do anything. My poor team against his great team, and I'm not even jawning, alright? You can talk to him about this. We've discussed it all, alright? We've discussed it all, but I had fun in this match, and the whole point of this off-season thing is to have fun. So even though I do competitively play this tier, I don't really care if I lose or not because I'm having fun. So yeah, he brought the Wingull and it actually did a lot of work. So that's all that really touched my soul, and that's all that really made me happy. But last week, if you guys didn't know, I got the forfeit. I mean, Twig got the forfeit on that. He wasn't around, so I got the W in that. So now I'm like, I think I'm 1-4. Oh wow, at the score, 1-3 could have totaled to be 4. Yeah, because I lost to Shady, lost to Dan. I lost to Shady twice, Dan once. Yeah, so that's 3. So 1-3, probably the worst record I've ever had, ever. But we'll try and beat Dan next week. We'll try, because I'm not getting out of my division anymore. But you know, shit, unless you know Shady loses every single time from here on out. But that's it. So if you guys enjoyed, as always, give it a thumbs up. Sub if you're new. And with that being said, thank you guys for the support and thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna get up out of here. Season 2 will be our glory day. It will be. All right.